So, guys, welcome to Sports Maestros TV. It's been a long while. For a long time, we were doing other stuff. Have you been keeping in touch with what we've been dropping? We've been doing quizzes, we've been doing street engagements, But now we are back in the studio.
Please go and check out all those quizzes. We have a lot of quizzes for you. If you know you are very, very good with your football knowledge, you want to test your football knowledge, go into our YouTube channel, check out all the content we've done on these quizzes. There are quizzes that will test your knowledge about football and other compilations. We've been dabbling into so many other things, and that's the reason you've not seen us for a while. Whichever ways, we are back today.
What we really want is a Sports Maestros TV that works for you. And so your feedback too is very important. Tell us what you think. Should we do more of the quizzes? Should we do more of the street shoots, street engagements? Or would you like this in-studio analysis? What do you want from your Sports Maestros TV? All right, so this week we are looking at the European leagues. A lot of high-octane activity went down during the weekend. We are going to review some of the top matches. We'll be back after this time out. All right, welcome back, guys. As usual, I've got Radic with me. The fake Wale is here.
I've never claimed to be Wale. Radic is a lovely name. I'm sure most of you know that already.
All right. But Radic, I think the weekend started on a very great note.
Yes, it did.
The Clasico was Saturday afternoon.
Yes, it was.
And then, would you have said that was the way to turn out?
Well, the last El Clasico that was played, Real Madrid humiliated Barcelona. So this season, both of them have not really hit top gear.
All right.
But we knew it was going to be, it could swing anyway. But fortunately for Real Madrid, the pendulum swung into their corner. It was a game of two halves. Barcelona had the first half, while Real Madrid came alive in the second half. And the man of the moment, the rave of the moment, Jude Bellingham, ended up taking the game, giving it to Real Madrid.
The way the game played, Ike Gundogan got the goal for Barcelona.
Yes.
So he has scored in the Clasico. That's between Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
He has scored in the Manchester Derby. Now he has scored in the El Clasico.
Beautiful. I didn't even know about that.
So more or less, it's like the man for the big moments.
A debut
guy.
A debut guy. Wonderful too. And speaking of goals in debuts,
yeah,
we also talk about Bellingham.
Yeah,
he's the first Real Madrid player to score in his debut La Liga match.
Okay.
In his debut Champions League match.
And his debut El Clasico.
A record that has been held by Karembeu for 26 years right now.
Who said Karembeu? And that was a defender.
So he's an interesting record. And I like I like what I'm saying about the guy. I like the fact that he's beginning to step into the goal scoring phase of his career. For so long, we've known him to be the creative midfielder.
Yeah.
Good ball holder.
Yeah.
Put perfect passes together. And right now, he's scoring goals.
Now, the thing about Jude Bellingham is this. He scores from outside of the box. He runs into spaces and gets the goals.
Yes.
He scored like every type of goal now.
Sure. It reminds me of when Ronaldo changed.
Okay.
from the skillful, creative player to the player that started getting the goals in Manchester United, both the beautiful and not the non-beautiful goals.
Yeah.
And finding himself in goal scoring position right now is something our Lampard used to do, and I think
Exactly.
he's going through going through that route, and I'm so happy for him. In Borussia Dortmund, 3 years in Borussia Dortmund, he scored only 12 goals in the Bundesliga.
Just look at his return already.
He has scored 10 in 10 La Liga
The
matches. In the next 2 matches, I back him to beat that 12 goals in Borussia Dortmund.
So are we looking at a player of the year maybe sometime soon?
Well, if he goes in this particular trajectory, we are looking at player of the year.
All right. By player of the year, we mean the Ballon d'Or winner.
Yes, because you don't have many of them right now. You don't have many of them. When you're talking about people in that bucket, you're talking about Mbappe, Haaland. You're talking about the likes of Jude Bellingham right now.
There's somebody I'm going to introduce to that, and then I'm going to ask for your opinion.
Well,
all right. So
one more thing. I'm also happy about one thing. He was able to silence his haters. You know, people were saying before now that he was only scoring these opportunistic goals,
flashing the pan.
Yes,
it wasn't going to last.
Look at that first goal.
Beauty,
screamer.
No, he left the Stegen with no chance.
No,
the ball just flew to the net.
Yes.
And then for me, it was even the second goal. You know, it was a striker's goal. Yes. You wouldn't expect that from a midfielder. So, you know, the 2 goals, you look at the 2 goals in quality, you know, in sheer brilliance. And the
third time is scoring that type of goal in the injury time.
You know, at the nick of time, you know, at that time. All right. So, you know, we move over from Spain and then we land in okay, let's burst on the themes. You know, and speak a little about the English Premier League. It was the Manchester derby. And it didn't turn out well for Manchester United. Expectedly. And I'm sure the most annoying part for the Manchester United fans. Yes, I said the most annoying part because it's the most annoying part because Manchester City are not in full gear right now. So easily they should have been able to manage a draw against that Manchester City. They didn't need to stress themselves so much to beat them 3-0. So that's why I said it must have been the most annoying part for Manchester United. What exactly is happening with Manchester United? They have won trophies, but it doesn't appear that they have moved past Sir Alex.
People like Mourinho, Ragnick, there's no continuity. They want the immediate success. They look at Jurgen Klopp. There was a pattern of play for a couple of years. The management had to endure before they started getting results.
Guardiola didn't win anything in his first season,
and he was backed until he started winning. Even when he lost the final to Chelsea, his Champions League to Chelsea, the final of Champions League, the chairman told him to relax, that they were still going to win. Those are the backings.
A lot of people are beginning to speculate that it's almost goodbye to Erik ten Hag.
I feel they should stick to Erik ten Hag. I feel so because I think the guy is putting something interesting together. I think the guy knows what he wants from his team. I think they just need to be patient with him. And they need to be forward looking, forward planning.
So as things are, Man U succumb to a win against a rival where they didn't put up any resistance. They lose matches they should win. They lose matches they should draw. This is a Manchester United you don't want to watch.
Unfortunately for them, also in that match, they had a couple of injuries. Casemiro was not in that match. Look at the defense; they did not have Wan-Bissaka. They had to make do with Johnny Evans and Maguire. So even Varane wasn't on the pitch.
I'm surprised when you say they had to make do Johnny Evans was the bedrock of Leicester for a long time.
The bedrocks of Leicester that are relegated right now. Anyways,
So Maguire was a few years ago the best defender in the Premiership.
Thank God we spoke about him in one of our videos.
So
I called him.
And that Wan-Bissaka,
I called him a royal flop in that context.
So Wan-Bissaka has become so important now that when he doesn't play in Man U, it becomes an excuse for their loss.
No, when you have a pattern of
I'm just trying to say something, Raddy, to tell you how far that Manchester United have dropped. Well, now you are saying because okay, let me not go there. However, we can't leave the Premiership without talking about beloved Chelsea.
When you were talking about Manchester United losing matches they were supposed to win, drawing matches that they were supposed to win, I wanted to say I was getting
ahead of myself.
Yes. You are speaking about our club. You are speaking about Chelsea more than Manchester United, actually. And it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate that we find ourselves in this predicament. You expect that we did not do well last season. This season is supposed to be better. Actually, maybe it's still I can't say it's too early because 1/3 of the league has been played.
It's almost gone.
It's almost
10 matches already.
10 matches gone. We know Liverpool sometimes in a season they flop. The next season they bounce back.
You see, Radic, what I don't even understand is that we thought we would never get. We thought last season we had hit bottom low.
We can never go below.
Like we can't sink further. It doesn't appear that we've got to the destination we are going. In the last 13 matches or so, we've only had one win on Stamford Bridge. There was a time that we didn't lose in more than 2 or 3 seasons. Yes. In about 60-something games.
Mother.
Yeah.
Mother.
What's happening?
It's just unfortunate. I don't see.
We said it was because Caicedo is there. We said it was. Now, just like we said, some people, okay, because Mykhailo Mudryk didn't play, because Fernandes didn't play. So even in the matches they play, what happened?
It was beginning to look as if we were experiencing a turnaround. But unfortunately, we are back to square one again. I think it looks as if when we play against the bigger teams, we play our best football.
Indeed.
But I'll tell you the reason. The reason is because when we play against the bigger team, we see spaces. But when we play against teams that are ready to defend in their numbers, we don't have the solutions.
And then we run out of ideas.
We run out of ideas. So those guys need to play as a unit. They need to believe in themselves so much that they know that they can break through any defense and get the goals. Until we do that, it will remain the same.
It's a big worry for me. It's a big worry. When we bought all those players, we bought them for that much, those high sounding amounts that we were buying for the future. Now I don't know, where are we now? Are we still in the past?
Maybe the future is in the next 2-3 years. It doesn't look like the future is now or next season.
I hope at that time that that Chelsea will still be forced to reckon with.
Hopefully.
Tottenham are flying high. My prediction.
Your shaky prediction.
But I backed Tottenham at the start of the season.
On the premise that Kane remains in Tottenham.
Harry Kane left. But, Tottenham, they are riding on the back of a manager that's brought something different to the team.
Sure.
He set up the team in a different way. And now increasingly, Tottenham are finding different ways of winning matches. So Tottenham are good. Arsenal and Liverpool too.
They're good.
Impressive wins over the weekend.
Yeah, Liverpool is back. Yes, they are back.
Where did they go before?
They were lost last season. But
well.
But they are back. They found their rhythm again. Yes, and it's only good for Tottenham because the confidence level will continue to increase. Yes, you have a new coach. It's easy for you to lose confidence after drawing 1-2 matches, but starting on a high and continuing that way, it only builds the confidence of the players more, and it makes them believe more in the coach.
So can we say it's still too early to call out a winner in the Premiership this year?
Definitely still too early. But my pick will always be Manchester City. But it's still too early.
Arsenal, I hope you make me proud. You know, if Arsenal win, I'm thinking of what I will do in celebration.
Maybe
Out of solidarity.
okay. Maybe if Newcastle win, you should act like one of our friends and start working with your head.
But I think it's Arsenal's year.
Mhm.
And I hope that they will just reward my faith in them and go all the way.
Only God knows where your faith is coming from. I don't understand.